To that end, both coaches here today to share with you. Our first speaker is in his second year at Holy Cross, previously won 93 games at Mandeville, guided the Skippers to 3 state semifinal appearances in 12 years, departed as the all-time winningest coach in Mandeville history. He led the Tigers to a 7-4 mark in his first season in 2018, and they're 3-1 this year, heading into the Great American Rivalry Series 100th meeting between Holy Cross and Jesuit. Truly one of the outstanding coaches in our area and in Louisiana. Please give a warm quarterback club welcome to Coach Guy LeCompte of the Holy Cross Tigers.
Thank you, Ken, for all the kind words. I think you made up half of them, but I would really appreciate it. You can always use support in this job. I'm going to say this, the impact that we have, you don't fully realize it. Last year I spoke at a funeral for a former player. This year we had a police officer, it was a friend of mine, Vincent Roberto, who was shot, and you guys have heard the news. And in the eulogy, his son Dominic, who I coached, both the funeral last year and Dominic's eulogy, they refer back to their high school football. They refer back to their high school playing days. And so the impact that it has is tremendous. And I don't think that we get caught up in competition, statistics, and those things, but we don't fully realize the impact we have on these young men's lives. And so again, the way you guys support the sport, Ed Daniels as well, it makes the sport fun. It brings an interest to it, and it's greatly appreciated. Ken, I thank you for having us and everything you do. I'm going to say this, Tyler. You know, when I was young, I graduated from Shaw, so I've been in the Catholic League for a while, and really it wasn't cool to have all those accolades and all the clubs that you're in. And you know, I get older, and I'm my age now. It's actually pretty cool. Wish I would have done it. So keep up the good work, man. Congratulations on your accomplishment. I'm going to say this. I have a little saying, you don't really know what you don't know until you experience it. And so with that being said, I think there's 2 things that people need to do in this world. Wait tables and coach. Because everyone sitting at the table has an answer, and everyone in the stands, they have the answer. Because, you know, the steaks are cooked, and everyone is just nice, especially when the steaks come out just like they ordered or not. And, you know, as a coach, players do exactly as you tell them every time, so that's nice. You know, my son, he texted me the other day. He's coaching a little sorority, powder puff. He texted me. He said, "Daddy, this is stressful, man. I have my blood pressure is going up." So, you have no idea. So when I saw him, I asked him. He said, "My quarterback's good. She can throw it a mile. Can they catch it?" "No, Dad." They don't listen either. I said, "Well, that's great, you know." So he's coaching a bunch of college girls. I know he's enjoying it, but I'm not feeling sorry for him. I saw pictures, and I think he likes the quarterback. So if he sees this, I hope she don't see it. So with all that being said, you don't know what you don't know. Last year I was up here, and even though I graduated from Shaw about 5 years ago, you were the only one paying attention. Even though I graduated from Shaw and was in the Catholic League all through high school, I stood here and had no idea the impact and the history, especially of this rivalry game. I didn't know then a little bit what I know now. Still don't fully understand it, but have a much better idea of the history, the camaraderie. I can't thank Dave, the athletic director at Jesuit, enough, because he's really, things are a little different here and then they are in the public school system. One thing is throughout the competitive nature that we have, the camaraderie amongst the coaches and the ADs, it's phenomenal. And the support amongst us, it's phenomenal. I think it's the reason why the Catholic League is so good. And I'm proud to be part of this. And I think that I have my staff here. I have Mike, and I have assistant head coach, defensive coordinator Adam Giglio, who they love the school. They love this rivalry. And I tell you what, I'm learning as I've gone through this thing, the importance of it. You know, in conversation with Dave, I had an athletic directors meeting, talked about the history, and I think it's tremendous. I'm humbled and I'm honored to be part of it, and I thank you know, our administration for giving me this opportunity. As far as our team, you know, our team is improving each week. I've had a chance to have an off season with these guys. I've been fortunate to have the coaches that I do. Adam, I can say this, the guys that I've inherited and been blessed to inherit, they work harder than anybody that I've worked with. Their passion for the kids on and off the field is second to none. And so the one thing that I do notice when I first came to Holy Cross is you're not typically used to having kids at the high school level stand, even though if they're maybe several feet, yards in front of you, hold doors open, have conversations. We have a tremendous, I think, student body, and it's a great experience to be here with the coaches and the players. Our guys have worked hard. They have a system now that we can fall back on. It's a little more fun this year for me because, again, we didn't have an off season. I believe your success comes in the off season, and I'm very proud of where we are. I'm proud of our kids and the character on and off the field, and we're going to continue to work on that. And we'd like them all to be scholar athletes, and that's what we're looking for in their future. I think you can win both on and off the field, and really our emphasis is to do both. Does anybody have any questions? That's good. Thank you.
Well stated. Again, Holy Cross and Jesuit. Second part of that in a moment. I want to recognize Tommy Connors, who's here today as well. Tommy is the head football coach at Archbishop Shaw. Does an outstanding job. Was a great player there, and he's giving back to his alma mater. So I want to recognize Tommy, who's here today as well. And as I bring up our next speaker, I also want to echo the guy's thoughts about David Morrow. David's been a blessing to us in our community for all these years as a student athlete, as a coach, and as an administrator at Jesuit High School. It makes our job so easy to work with people that are nothing but class, and I want to thank Dave publicly for what he's done for us over the years. Thank you, David. Which brings us to our next speaker in his second stint as a head coach at Jesuit, his 11th season overall as head coach of the Blue Jays. Of course, he guided Jesuit to the Division I state championship in 2014, the first at Jesuit since 1960. Previously served as the head coach at Brother Martin as well. Jesuit will take on Holy Cross, as mentioned. It's the 100th meeting, but it's also, as Dave pointed out to me, the 80th time that these two schools will have met at Tad Gormley Stadium, which is pretty special at that particular venue as well. Please give a warm welcome to an excellent coach and a really good man, Mark Sargi of Jesuit.
Well, Guy sounded like a guy that didn't get his behind beat last week, so I might be a little bit less excited or funny or whatever, but no. Guy, congratulations on everything. I mean, you guys really are a lot better than you were, I think, a year ago, and look like y'all are playing with a lot of confidence. Congratulations, Tyler. Great accolades to you, man. Great job. Just want to talk a few minutes about the rivalry. You know, it's a really great event for high school football. If you haven't been out there yet, it's a lot of fun. Crowd will be, you know, enormous. I joke with people sometimes and say, you know, we're going to a parade and a football game breaks out, but that's what they've got going on out there is a parade, music, food, great experience for our kids. We take a lot of pride in it, in participating in the game. Our kids do a really good job of kind of, I guess, blocking out some of the distractions that come with it, but enjoying those distractions at the same time. From a football standpoint, Kurt Forshag is our honorary captain from the 1969 team. He's here today. Kurt, thank you very much for doing this. Both teams from the 1969 teams will be honored out there as well. Again, this is the 100th meeting, not the 100th year, but the 100th meeting. A couple of times the teams played twice in 1 year, and I believe number 100 actually the year is coming up 2 years. 22? Okay, 3 years then. It's just a fantastic event, so please try to make it out there. I think if you talk to some people who've gone before, it's something to see. You know, in looking at Holy Cross the last couple of days on film, they're a really good football team. We've got our work cut out for us in a gigantic way. It's best core receivers our team's faced all year, and the quarterback is just doing a terrific job. We didn't see him last year actually, and I'm kind of grateful for that because he's tearing it up right now. Gets rid of the ball very quickly, makes good decisions. They're very careful with the ball. I think both sides of the line on offense and defense are very much improved from a year ago, and we're giving the guys some time to get the ball off, and also on the other side of the ball, really stuffing the run. The front's excellent, secondary's excellent as well, very athletic and physical people. And I think they make special teams really important. So, I mean, we've got our work cut out for us in a gigantic way in that atmosphere, coming off a loss from last week. You know, that being said, I'm not really concerned about Holy Cross at this point. Much more concerned about our football team. I mean, we can give ourselves an ass whipping better than anybody else can. We've been paying for the same yardage twice, way too often. We've been very inconsistent, and I'm not really happy with that right now. Our kids felt that yesterday, and coaches felt that as well. We've got to get to a point where we're consistent and stop making mistakes. We've got to get back to ourselves and play Jesuit football much better than we have been. And I think once we get consistent, I like our team. Our quarterback's Grant Jordan. He's been playing very well. He's been careful with the ball as well, and you know, I just think there's much more potential there than we're getting right now. So I look forward to the challenge this week. I know we'll show up and we'll swing. I know we'll show up and enjoy the game and give Holy Cross a run. And this is a Catholic league, so you know, each week is a really neat experience. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to mostly us improving, though. I think we just need to get much better, and when we do, I think we'll be a lot happier. But right now, up and down a little bit inconsistent, and I really think we need to improve that. Does anybody have any questions about anything, other than football especially? Right? I'm teasing, we're not that bad, but we just got to get a little bit better. Anybody? Okay, thank you all very much. Hope to see you Friday.